the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my.
Okay, Coach, well, we are late in the calendar year. That's a good time to be south, and that's where we are. The weather just perfect right now here tonight at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. At their own 22-yard line.
Set. Look at it. Light by 4. I don't think you got it, son.
And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check. Get the boy down. He's coming. Alert. Come, baby. Line him up.
Throwing again is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man open. It's Ross. 22 yards there, a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
You're set. 19. Right 54. Right 54. I'm getting on this, D. 55. Check 24. Watch 24. Alert. 54. Check. Watch 54. Go. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Kill. Let him go.
Now a first down throw. Watson forced out to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check 13. Check 24. 25.
Again, it's Watson. And that will be incomplete as well. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here's Watson. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's Devin White, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. From the gun, Mariota. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there for the Panthers. And even 40 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Switch. Come down. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He'll buy some time right. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know.
They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Open man has got one. It's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when and told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. These 2 teams all tied after 1. Now Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Touchdown. Ronald Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
It's going to be a long day. Let's go. 24. 59. Quick whip. Watch the whip.
Watson now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
54. Mike 50.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's got a man, complete, and all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Carolina, 45 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
54.
From the gun, here's Watson. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 14th touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point try good by Gano. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Come. He's chucking. He's 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Now Mariota. And his throw is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
To throw Mariota. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Mariota now. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 49 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check hot route. Hot.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Back to the air. Watson on 2nd down. Flush to his right. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Watson operating from the gun. He is going to find Hill here. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Watson looks to throw again. On the move to his left. And his throw here is incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Watson. Going to throw again. Flushed out right. And he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big pickup of 38. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
54 month. 54.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Off the play fake, Mariota. He completes it to Evans. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a draw play. This is Jones. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Mariota. Completes it to Miller. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
Watch the curve.
3rd and goal, Mariota. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Good stuff. Keep doing that.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
We got this.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Sean Davis with a pick, and he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. It's Hill, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. From the 30 on second down, Mariota. It got his man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Mariota. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Mariota. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Right here, right here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and now it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Mariota again. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Mariota escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, You're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Let's go.
Throwing again on second down. Watson, flush to his right. He gets it to Thomas. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Watson. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
After the sack on first down, Watson flushed out right. And Thomas has it. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
I think this one comes under the heading of sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because you and I both know coaches go crazy seeing their quarterbacks roll out, in this case to the right side, and try and throw back into the middle of the field. He got away with one there.
To throw on third down. Watson going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Mariota now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Mariota to throw it. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Eluding the pressure right. He finds his target. It's Evans. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant, A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll throw again. Mariota. He's got Evans. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
He's brought down by Shaq Johnson. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and a couple. Mariota, and it's caught. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns, also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
On 1st and 10, Watson. They complete it to Hill. A big play there for the Panthers. 52 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson escaping the pressure right. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Watson steps away to his left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On 2nd and goal. Watson, flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
3. Right there, 54 Mike. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Following the interception here, Mariota looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
Mike 54. One. Nice 7, let's go. 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
On 2nd and 12, Mariota. And this is caught by Evans. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, Jones pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Where are they, team? Watch twist. One. Fox track. Mike 5-4.
Again, it's Jones. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike 54. Army. Or big. 54. Mike. Check. Watch 54. All day, baby, all day.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Mariota. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's Bradley Pena now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 16-yard line.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guy's going downfield to catch the ball.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Tyreek Hill, 84 yards, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes.
The receivers have been running them ragged.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. His throw incomplete. Well, Charles, there's a couple of things at play here. I don't understand why you don't just kick the PAT to tie it this late in the fourth. If you are going to go for it, though, why the fake kick from the 15?
No explanation that I have will make any type of sense. You're exactly right. Kick the extra point, have a tie game, and see what happens down the stretch. But if you're going to go for it, as you said, I want my offense out there, and I like my chances from the 2-yard line, not faking it from the 15.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll go again to Jones. So that one will get them halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 54 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden, they're down. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. One last throw here for Watson. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, You're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Tampa Bay, they can